Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. My name's Chris Abbott, and in this video, we're gonna be talking about how to use social media for a church, and I'm even going to introduce you to a couple of churches that have been able to use social media to get hundreds of new families, even though they have less than 100 people in their church. Coming up. Hey, what's up y'all? Welcome back. My name is Chris Abbott, and if we're meeting for the first time, I have helped thousands of churches attract thousands of new families to their church to be able to reach more people and increase their impact. All right, so in this video, I'm gonna break down for you a simple 4-part framework for how to use social media for your church. And we're gonna be talking about specifically how to use social media to attract new visitors to your Sunday morning services. Now, I've actually been super blessed to be able to work with thousands of churches around the US and Canada over the last 7 years, and it's been pretty incredible. We've seen a lot of churches who have been able to increase their impact, increase their sphere of influence, and attract tons of new families. In fact, we actually helped a church of 20 people to triple their church in 5 months and attract 209 brand new families who signed up to visit their church in only 5 months. We actually had another church of only 40 people that we helped to use Facebook to get 22 new members in the first 3 weeks. So let's dive in, let's take a look at the framework, and we're gonna show you how you can use this same framework at your church to attract new families. All right, step 1, Facebook ads. Now, here's the thing, even if you think there's not a lot of people on Facebook in your city, there are 2.7 billion people on Facebook and 1.8 billion log in every single day. And the average user spends 38 minutes per day on Facebook. So listen, here's the deal. If there was a place in your city where every single person went to for at least 38 minutes a day, all you would do is set up shop there and invite people to church, right? And Mark Zuckerberg has given us that opportunity with Facebook. So we have to show up on Facebook, and we have to show up where people's attention is. And the best way to do this is with a Facebook ad. Now, the largest age demographic on Facebook are people ages 25 to 34. In fact, it makes up almost a third of the 2.7 billion people on Facebook are between the ages of 25 and 34. So if you're specifically trying to reach and attract new families, this is where they're at. They're on Facebook. Right? Another important thing to understand, the reason we talk about using a Facebook ad instead of a Facebook post is because on Facebook, organic reach is at an all-time low. So if you go on Facebook and you post about your baptisms and baby dedications or your new sermon series or an upcoming event, Facebook is only going to show that to about 3% of the people who like your page. Right? I know that sounds crazy. I know it sounds unbelievable, but you can Google it. Right? So literally every time you post on Facebook for free, if you have 1,000 people who like your page, only about 30 of those people are actually going to see your post. And then the way that Facebook works is if enough people like, comment, and share and engage with that post, then they'll start to show it to a few more people. So this is why if you have hundreds or even thousands of people that like your page, but you go in there and you post something and you've only got like a dozen likes, this is why, right? You might have 2,000 people who like your page, but only 12 people who like your post, and it's because Facebook's only showing it to about 3% of the people that like your page. So we have to use paid Facebook ads in order to be able to reach the people in your city. And that's okay. The best thing about this is we can actually set up through targeting the exact people that we want Facebook to show our ad to. So for example, if you want to invite people to church, you could create a targeted Facebook ad of just you as the pastor inviting people to come out to church this Sunday. Then you could literally set it up inside of Facebook. The great thing is because Facebook owns Instagram, you could run it on Facebook and Instagram, and it doesn't cost anything extra. And you could literally just drop a pin on your church, and you could target everyone who lives within driving distance of your church. And you could say, hey, Facebook, show this to everyone who lives within driving distance of my church. Step 2, your landing page. What you want to do is you actually want to go on and you want to set up dedicated landing page on your church website that only talks about and highlights the thing that you're trying to promote. So for example, if you're trying to get people just to come out on a Sunday morning and your Facebook ad says, hey, I want to invite you to church this Sunday, then your entire landing page should just be about coming to church this Sunday, and it should answer the question, what's in it for me? So if you have young families who are thinking about bringing their kids out, then you should talk about your kids ministry. You should talk about why your church is relevant to them, right? You should talk about the free candy or free ice cream you're going to give to the kids, or some of the age-appropriate Bible lessons that they're going to learn about, or how they can get kids bucks that they can earn and then spend in the kids store. Anything like that that's going to make it attractive and fun and kind of answer the question, what's in it for me? And you might want to even talk about the current sermon series that you're in right now. So you might want to say, hey, have you ever wondered if God made the world, who made God? Well, come on out to church this Sunday as we answer those questions and more in our new series, Who Made God? You basically just want to talk about your Sunday morning service. Don't talk about your small groups. Don't talk about your worship set list or any of those other things. You just want to invite people out to church this Sunday so that it's an evergreen landing page and you don't want to talk about anything else, right? You also want to make sure that you have a call to action, and that call to action should be plan your visit. All right, now it's important to note that your landing page is not your homepage, right? Typically, you've got too much information on your homepage because you're talking about a bunch of things. Your landing page should be about one thing. Your website is kind of like dropping someone in the middle of the forest and hoping they find their way to what they're looking for. Whereas a dedicated landing page is like putting someone on a path that takes them specifically where you want them to go. And it's important to note that you want to have a single call to action per landing page, only one. You can't tell people to check out the kids ministry and maybe connect with a pastor or email the prayer team. You need to have one call to action. All right, and number 3, plan your visit. Now, when we talk about a call to action and what should be on there, this is exactly it. Every single landing page should have a call to action of plan your visit. Now, if you're unfamiliar with plan your visit, I totally get it. You may have heard it, but not really understand exactly what it is. It's simply this. It's just giving people the opportunity to sign up and schedule a visit to come to church on Sunday, right? So if you think about this, if you know that someone's coming, you can actually schedule a friendly person at the front door to meet them there, to host them, to save them seats in service, to introduce them around to some of the key staff and leaders, to help them get their kids checked into kids church, and to just give them a tour of the building, right? If you have a coffee shop or a coffee bar, we recommend just giving them some free coffee drinks or some free breakfast, right? Anything that you can do to make them feel like family. And that's the most important thing about plan your visit. When you're bringing people in, you're not rolling out the red carpet, right? This is not VIP, this is family. Now, when we started doing this at my church, we actually increased our visitors in the very first month using Plan Your Visit by 42%. And then in the second month, we increased our first-time visitors by 60%. Then in month 3 by 87%. And then in month 4 by 113%. And one of the best things is we found that it actually shortened the natural assimilation process. So whereas it was typically taking people 3 to 4 months to join our church, 80% of the people who went through Plan Your Visit were joining our church within 3 weeks. That's pretty cool. All right, so before I get to my last point, man, I want to know, are you using Plan Your Visit at your church, or have you been thinking about it? Do you have questions about how Plan Your Visit actually works? Man, post them in the comments below. We'll make sure to read every single one and to answer all of your Plan Your Visit related questions. And finally, number 4, follow-up system. If you've been in ministry for more than 5 minutes, you know that the only thing better than a first-time visitor is a second-time visitor. So once we've got new families coming in the front door and we've got fresh faces every single Sunday, the most important thing is to get those people back. And so you have to have a strategic plan for how to follow up with all your guests and get them back in the door. What we recommend is a 12-week follow-up system. And there's kind of 2 parts to this. Number 1 is a Monday morning selfie video. This is just something that you do as the pastor, and you're going to take every single Connect card that came in from Sunday. So if you had 5 new visitors on Sunday, you'll take those 5 Connect cards, and you're going to create 5 30-second to 60-second videos on a smartphone that you're going to text to each one of those people. Right? And every single one, you're basically just going to use their first names, thank them for coming. If they had kids, you want to mention their kids' names and talk about how much you guys enjoyed hosting them in your kids' ministry, right? But you just want to make this personal. You just want to thank them for coming and invite them back out next week. All right, so you might just want to say like, hey, John, what's up? This is Pastor Chris. Man, I just want to thank you and your wife, Susie, and little Johnny and Sally for coming out to church this Sunday. Man, we had a great time, and I know Pastor Kathy had an incredible time with your kids in the kids ministry. So, man, I just wanted to thank you for coming out and invite you back next Sunday. I mean, we're doing it same time, same place, 10 o'clock. Can you make it? This is a great way to kind of put a personal touch on someone 24 hours after they visited. So really, really powerful. And you'll see people are so appreciative that you took time out to actually create a Monday morning selfie video and to text it to them. Now, a pro tip, one of the things that you can do is have your kids pastor create a video like this specifically for the kids and then text it to the parents. Right? Because what's going to happen now is the parents are going to see the kids pastor thanking their kids for coming out, talking about how much fun they had with the game that they did or the Bible lesson they learned, hoping they got a lot more candy, whatever it is, and thanking them for coming out and then inviting them out next week. And now, if you text it to the wife's going to see it, she's going to watch it, then she's going to show it to her husband, they're going to watch it again, then they're going to show it to their kids, and they're going to watch it a third, maybe even a 4th time. So you're going to get a lot of mileage out of this, and the kids are going to be pumped that somebody made them a personalized video. And then finally, for the second part of your follow-up system, what you want to do is you now want to plug them into some type of a 12-week automated follow-up system. Now, we personally recommend Text in Church. I think this is one of the best solutions that you can do for this. So check out the description below. We actually have a link where you can actually sign up and get 3 months free of Text in Church, so you can actually try it out for yourself and see if you like it. I hope you found this video valuable, and we'll see you next time.